Good morning, everybody. Today is Friday, September 12th. I will say before I begin here that I'm going to do my normal Neopets news and I'm going to do all the dailies and stuff. But after the news, I don't know where my mind is going to go about what I'm going to talk about just because of what's been happening very recently. You all know what happened recently. It's not to stir up anything, but at the same time, it's like right now, my headspace is telling me I'm going to end up talking about it. So if you do not want to hear that, please turn off the video after I say the news is done. I just want to forewarn you on that one, okay? I don't want to upset anybody. At the same time, this is what I'm thinking. Okay, going back over here, what we have on Jellinia, it talks about these structured decks. Plus, you have avatars with both of these structured decks. So it's actually pretty neat what is happening here. Because when I flipped over, the really crazy part is the fact that this is expensive. And what I mean by that is you could see $35 for Jhudora and Illusen. Okay, if I go down here, you're going to take a look and see Champions and Meridell, $24.99. And the crazy part is like, why? Why does this happen? And, honestly, I couldn't get the answer. Just to show you this over here, let me zoom out so you can see this. This is the Illusen one, and this is Champions of Meridell. So you can see Champions of Meridell, $25, Illusen, 35. I'm going to just zoom in so you can see this just a little bit better. What's inside of the box? Well, what you have inside of the box, it's actually pretty crazy. You have in Illusen 58 cards. On the Champions of Meridell, 66. 10 dice, 1 play sheet, 1 rule sheet, that all matches. You get the 1 Grendo warehouse code. And if I flip over here, Champions of Meridell, if you remember correctly, yeah, they did have one. You can see it right here. 1 Grendo warehouse code for an exclusive avatar to use on neopets.com. So when I take a look at this, I have no clue as to why that you have the price difference. See, like the Jhudora has 58, Illusen 58, and then Champions of Meridell 66, and they all have avatar codes in them. The only guess that I can come up with is, well, they think they could sell it for more money. That's number one. And then the other side of it is the box. The box actually looks really nice. Like if you take a look at the Illusen one or the Jhudora one, looks really cool. Do I care about Champions of Meridell versus these two? Probably not. If I scroll down more, there's probably more. There we go. Wow, they actually, hold on. The Starry Acara deck, $20. Has it just been going up this whole time? Is that what's been happening, really? 55 cards. And then you get the exclusive Starry Acara avatar. It's just been going up. That's crazy how expensive this is. Man, oh man. Unless I'm missing something. If I'm missing something, anybody let me know. Like it's just gotta be because of the box and them wanting more money. That's it. And what I was gonna show here is this. See this over here? This is what I was saying. Like I've shown you this before. You can go back to the video when I actually showed my face, and you can see it sitting behind me. I mean, I keep reorganizing. This top row here is all changed around now, but it looks really cool. And when I think about what I see here on the page, I'm like, that'd be cool if you like Illusen, if you like Jhudora, if you have like cards or merchandise around them. Yeah, I think that looks really cool. But I could see not really caring that much about this. Having one of each box is really cool. So having a sealed collection looks really nice. But yeah, 35, like that is a far cry from $20 back here all the way up to 35. And I don't know how the sales again have been doing for this stuff, but I could still find it, and people have a lot of sales on this stuff. So again, this is why I'm holding back on buying stuff, because at the same time you can still find it on Upper Deck, and there's stores out there that are selling it for less, which is very sad because I want this to do well, but I don't know if jacking up prices here is necessarily gonna do it. Oh yeah, I forgot about the Fire Uni. Fire Uni's down here for $20 too. So do as you please. If you want those avatars, get them. If you want to play, you're gonna play more. I mean, like, I can't believe that. Thinking about this again, sorry, but this is how mind blowing it is to me. You're going from $20 from a starter deck all the way up here to 35. Maybe there's something in there that I'm missing. Like there's some kind of card that's really needed that got reprinted. I don't freaking know. I know is that is amazingly more expensive almost double from the beginning, which doesn't happen. You know, I play Y Schwarz, or I talk about Y Schwarz, and you know the trial deck has been 20 as long as I known it. It's 20, 20, 20 every time if you want to get it. I mean, some shops might sell it for 23, 25, but realistically, you could get it for $20. It's weird. It's weird to me to see it jack up so freaking much. I mean, I could live with the 25, but 35, that is some wild stuff. So, going back over here, sorry, I went off on that longer than I did, but I guess someone that talks about TCGs all the time, this is absolutely crazy. The TNT Luna went and talked about how they were updating the points. I forgot to do my hospital when I got up this morning. Battledome waves are now 20-point plot points per wave, up to 10. Hospital shifts are now 40 plot points per shift, down from 60. So they updated that. Blah blah. That's not worth really talking about, I don't think, because unless you're one of those people that bought a bunch of those increased point things, it doesn't matter. I think most people were able to finish like 3,000 points relatively easy. Going up to 4,000, it's not going to be that much of a challenge. Like if you go to 7,000 and you're not really trying all that hard, I could see why. But I think if you're willing to go to 7,000, you're probably able to get the points you need. Fairy Fragments, don't forget to do that. And Tales of the Cardia, the new event starts at some point into the future. They just did an update for it and all that painting stuff. I don't think I've found the skin for the new donation thing yet, but even then it hasn't started. So make sure to go in there and do it. And I think that's everything I wanted to talk about Neopets wise. Outside of that, I still find it funny. I'm doing is this? I heard of Meepits holding clipboards and ring lights frantically run past you. I wonder where they're going. Concert? What? It took me out to their Facebook page? Hmm. It didn't even like open a new window. It took me just to Facebook. It closed me out of my it it actually took me out. And normally when it's maybe it doesn't. Something about, you know, you are leaving neopets.com and you're being I guess not. I guess most people don't do that. I would have just thought I would have opened a new window. That's just, you know. Okay, going back over here, I did my achievements. Yeah, there we are. I'm up to date on achievements. Hopefully you all had good luck with the, what is it? What is it? Protector of Altidore? Something of Altidore. Defender. Attack on Altidore. There it is. I couldn't remember the name. Every time, I will tell you, I'm still doing this over here. This Pokemon Cafe. Cannot get it. It is driving me nuts. So it's all about luck. Sometimes it gives me the human thing at the wrong time, like the human test. You know, find 5 hats or find 5 buckets. It doesn't say 5. It just says 5 hats. It just says find hats. So just been struggling with that. And anyways, I was playing Attack on Altidore, and I would go over here to that cafe and click it, and then it would pause the game over here. Every time I did that, at the end of the game, it would just throw me out. It wouldn't tell me that I won, what prize I won, or anything like that. It would just throw me out. Anytime I had luck just playing straight through without hitting anything else, it worked completely fine. So that is my thing. It doesn't take. I know people are saying they're struggling. I know it's like their phone or the laptop. My computer is fairly new, so I don't have any sort of lagging issue. It definitely is a pain in the butt. Yep. Reminds me of the days of Habitarium. When you had too much stuff going on. Okay, but oh, the trading post. This one has been very interesting to me because there's some stamp that I have on here that people have been asking about, and it's hilarious because, you know, I got people bid 100 million on it. Like resellers have bid 100 million on, and I just every time a reseller writes, I just put like someone wrote 50, someone wrote 90. Every time I would just write them back and say you already had resellers offer 100 million. So my hope was with saying that they would just either offer more or stop trying. But someone even went as far as, because I said I'd rather at 100 million, I'd rather sell it to someone that would put it in their album. Right, like that is my thing. If you're going to album it, I don't care to sell it like at that reseller price, as long as I know you're going to album it. Right, that's why I've been giving people somewhat discounts on some of this stuff. I mean, like I said, it's not anything for the most part insanely crazy. I'm not crazy either, but something decent. But someone actually got onto a side account, zero trophies, zero like stamps. Like somehow their shot was 30. But you could obviously tell it was a side account. And then offered a 90 million, and I'm like, the heck is that? So I'm not definitely not going to sell to you. Like if you can't even go on your main account unless that they already tried on their main account and wanted to see, but like I can't imagine myself ever selling to somebody on a site like on an account I have no idea who it is. That's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Like, yeah. I hate trading, man. That's what I told you. I really hate trading and me not working. I know some people don't care. They'll sell it to anybody for the right price. Not me though. Like my items meant something to me, and I'm not just going to hand it to people that aren't going to appreciate it. So that's just how it goes. But let me do this hospital. I've been finding if you just click all these, even though the pop-up doesn't come up, it claims them all, which is really nice. You see, like this thing's just jittery. Ooh, strength serum. Oh, got a CAD. Okay, there you go. So that's how you do that one. I didn't realize that until about 2 days ago that you could just kind of just hit them all because I got really annoyed about how much that lagged. So I was just like, whatever, I'll just hit them and hopefully that works out. And it does. Really nice. Okay. So that's it for Neopet stuff. If you don't want to hear about like the last couple days, then I think you should leave now. Again, I don't want to upset anybody. Like the last couple days has just been um not good, I guess you could say, when it comes to current events that has happened. Yeah, I mean, anybody that knows my history, like if you've heard, I apologize if you're hearing this twice or 3 times, but anybody knows that history knows I already have another channel. I do a TCG channel. And on that channel, I talk about card prices. Sometimes I talk about the new cards coming out. I show people like videos of all the different cards. So actually, hold on, let me see. Do I have this on?
I love the chasing them. Shine bright up all night, we're never slowing down.
There we go. Okay. So, anyways, I did all that and I showed the cards, but at some point, people like towards the beginning, I don't know, like month, 2 months in, people didn't like the topics that I were talking about because people saw TCG cards as something you play with and not something that people should consider money. Okay, kind of like the Pokemon thing that's happening now, when people just go and uh, take it and resell it. Just buy as many as they can and resell it. I didn't advocate any of that stuff. Basically, I saw people getting ripped off, and I wanted to stop that. So I talked about the value of the cards. And when I did that, some people didn't appreciate. So some people that, in a way, I exposed for what they were doing. I started. They didn't like that. The people that were the card players, and it was only like a third of them. A third of them had issue with me talking about card prices. And so one morning I woke up and I ended up with violent threats. People wanted to dox me. No one knew who I was. Uh, People wanted to dox me. People threatened my family and friends. And after that, what I did was I shut down my YouTube channel for about 3 weeks. And in that period of time, I eliminated every video that had any sort of reference to the city that I lived in or my name, because there was times that had my name on it. So like, I'll show you, for instance, if you've ever wondered, if I go out here, like I have to sign out from this place because it had my real name. This place that says Baltimore right here, that's not where I live at all. I changed the zip code. When I do videos with any sort of eBay in it, you'll see that it'll have a zip code. and the zip code. I'm not even gonna bring it up. It has a zip code, and the zip code isn't where I live at. So it's just I had to change so many different things because of people out there are just insane. So seeing what I saw happen to Charlie Kirk on 2 days ago, I was like, it's just proof again to me that it's one of those ones where like this wasn't about me obviously, but it just brought back all those memories of how like you can't just say whatever I already did that. You can't say whatever you want to say because there's always some idiot out there in the world that just can't take it and they will just come for you. And I'm saying, again, right or wrong, whatever he said, I'm not saying any of that, but we should have the ability to say what we want. Like you think about me, literally just talking about trading cards and the prices associated with it, or just helping people not get scammed. Like people actually took enough offense to that they sent me death threats. You get that? Like that's insane. That is absolutely insane. The world we live in. That's what it came to. That people are willing to do that kind of stuff. So every time something like this happens, in my mind, I ask myself, is it worth it to like do these videos here to do the trading card videos that I do? Like, is it really worth it? The money that I get from all that, and even then, like you think about it, I give up a ton of time doing this. Like there's days where, like I feel really, really bad to my wife, to my cats for not hanging out with them as much because I'm busy like editing a video, filming a video, getting a video ready. It just feels really bad. Yeah, and I think about it and I'm like, it's I think it's enjoyable to do these videos. I definitely enjoy talking to people, helping people out when I can. But at the same time, it's like, man, sometimes I'm like, I could just go off into the distance and just play this by myself, but it's not as fun, right? Like it's fun to actually be able to talk to people about things. So it's just I don't know. It's very sad to see something like that happen. And then of course you had that happen, and then 9/11. Just remembering what happened with 9/11. I know some people out there, like my niece, she wasn't even born. She was not even born for 9/11, so people don't even remember that. Um, some people that remember remember exactly where they were, and other people have no idea about 9/11 at all. So it's kind of interesting to see that I've aged this much that I'm in this kind of place that I could see both of that go that way, where people remember and some people have no clue what actually really happened. So it was a wild day. I obviously remember that I was going off to my English class in college. I had the TV on. I saw, like the one tower burning, and then I was like, because I remember they were questioning like what's going on, and I'm like, nah, it's a terrorist attack. I knew right away. I knew pretty instantly when I saw that. I'm like, there's no way that happens. And then when I stood there, I saw the second plane go into the second tower, and I'm like, dang, yeah. I mean, that's crazy. So, I just kind of sat there because I knew like there's no way we're going to classes today. That thing, it was a done deal. So we didn't. The college basically closed down. They had like a meeting. One of the girls on the on my floor, her mom worked at the World Trade Center, but her mom was okay, luckily. So it's just it's bad. Oh, I didn't play yesterday. 0 out of 10, double upset and positives. Look at that doggo bandana. Yeah, even he didn't put a picture up yesterday, so I don't know why. Like he said, he just I forget what it said. It was like don't feel like it. It was one of the scratch cards from Neopets with the blank scratched and just didn't want to put up a picture. So might have something to do with that, but I can respect that. This week's just not been a good week. So that's where I've been at in my head right now, thinking about through stuff. But again, I'm gonna take some time, like as in maybe like tomorrow. I'm definitely not gonna be on. By the way, I'm definitely not gonna be on. It has nothing to do with this. My niece is coming over tonight, which is really nice. She said she just wanted to spend time out of nowhere. She just said I just want to hang out. So hopefully everything is good. Not to say that hey, I don't like having her here. I mean, anybody that's watched these videos, you've heard me say she's come over a few times now, and that's why you don't get a video because she's over here hanging out. So yeah, she's coming. I only say that because we're going to Japan in less than a month, so it's actually interesting to her to just say, "Hey, I'm just coming over to hang out." So hopefully all is well there. Look at all this stuff. I got a bunch of Nerkmids today. I mean, that was pretty cool. Got a bunch of Nerkmids, Strength Serum, need to sell that. Keep making my money. I'm almost at 700 million. Yeah, I mean, I just have not been playing as much on Neopets the last 2 days, obviously. Just not. He is a wait, what is this? What species is the Tigo Master's master? I have no idea. Nemo. Oh, yeah, yeah, that's what I thought. I knew that 100%. Let me try and get a coconut here. Yeah, that's where it is. It's just sad when all that stuff happens. Yeah, that blew my mind that people could be that upset about trading cards. But because of that experience, I learned what I need to do. But at the same time, it ticks me off too, because it's like, do I really want to like hide everything about myself from people? Like when I talk about my wife, I'll say Mrs. B, or when I do a video and my sister comes over and my niece, and I'll be like niece or sister, or my brother was over and I had to say brother in my video. Like I can't just use their names. There was that point actually where I said my niece's name on the video, but her name that she uses is more like a nickname. So at the same time, it was okay because you'll never find her because her nickname is nowhere near remotely close to what her real name actually is. So we kind of just let that one go. But outside of that, it's just kind of sad in a way that I can't actually do that because the reason why is because I since this is a hobby of mine and not a job, I could leave at any point, and at the same time, I don't want anything to happen to any of my loved ones because I wanted to do a hobby. Like that sounds really stupid to like let something happen because of that. So it's unfortunate. Crazy world that we live in. And as you can see, it only takes one crazy person to just ruin everything. It's just that's all it is. And like when you think about the how big the world is, it's not one out of whatever. Yeah, it's small, but at the same time, it can happen. And I rather not anything. That's just my thing out there. I'll still on my other channel I still say what I say, knowing now that I've pretty much hidden myself. Which again is kind of sad because on Facebook, I have a Facebook. I had the basic. There's no face on there. Everything's private. You can't see any. You can't see any of my pictures anymore if you're not a friend. And even then, if you know my name, good luck finding me because it doesn't have my face on it anymore. It's just one. It's one of the sad things about real life that people actually just kind of nuts out there. Again, do I think one of those people are actually going to do something? No, but still, that one chance, like I rather live and eat a cheeseburger and tell the story than not. That's all. That's all. Yeah, it's just sad. But that's where we are. It's the world we live in. Yeah, it's just if I'm repeating myself at this point, and I don't like it, but it's how hard is it to just be okay with each other? Yeah, yeah, you might not agree with people, but just be okay. Everybody has a right to exist, and that's it. Because I know even anybody that's hearing this at this point, you probably heard me talk enough times to know that I don't hate any of you. Outside of those dang resellers. No, even that I'm okay with that. I'm okay with them. I mean, I get it. Resellers offer you a lower price so that they can take it and flip it for more money. That's what they do. But I think if it was even a decent reseller seller price, I would be okay with it. But no, they want to squeeze every little bit out of you. That's what bothers me about them. But what do I really hate? Hate fish. Not fish like the animals, like eating fish. I'm not a fan of eating fish. So outside of that, no. Oh, or beets. You ever have a beet? Oh my god. Yeah, it tastes like dirt. It tastes like dirt to me. My wife told me beets are good, and then I tried. They're good for you. I took off. I washed it. I removed many layers of like many layers. I don't know. I took out the outside skin. I even took some of the flesh. You could see red. Like my hand got red from doing all that. And I ate it still. And it still tasted like dirt. So I hate beets. I'm right there. Let's see. Let me find one. How do you feel about scabs? I don't really know. Random cat on my car. How about this one? Today I was driving and slowed down because there was a cat on the road. He started rolling around on the ground. Oh, that's awesome. So I got out to pet him. After accepting some love, he literally jumped onto the bonnet of my car and then onto the hood. His collar and his collar said, I can't read. Hold on, let me zoom. His collar said, Steve, I am deaf. He was so sweet, it made my day. If you want to see pics, Lily 6740. Oh, look at this. We're gonna see some cat pictures. This is great. I could end my day with a cat. Let's see, Lily. Let's see what I got with a good old Steve. Good old Steve. Visit Pet's webpage. Let's see. Did I just got scammed? Got scammed. Lily's got no pictures. You know, over here, I was really, really excited to see pictures. What is this? I was like, this thing. Very sad by the lack of any sort of pictures of cats. Yeah, I don't see anything. Lily got their homepage. That's it. There's nothing in this code that seriously. I was like, maybe it's not loading up. Maybe there's yeah, the document's definitely not available. Maybe they put it on the wrong pet, you know. Let's give Becca Boo the benefit of the doubt. Man, I really wanted to end with something good, and you know, miraculously landed on someone seeing a cat. Australia stealth. When was this for? This thing? The 12th. That was today. Yeah, it's actually today. That was about 5 hours ago. 5 hours ago. Here, I'm actually gonna write something here. I don't any pictures. There we go. I actually wrote, I'm not lurking anymore. I am an active participant on this board, and I will favorite this, and I will look at this on Sunday because I want to see. Okay. Okay, there you go. But that is everything. I really do need to go now. I hope you all have a wonderful Friday. Be kind to each other, please. Please, please, please. Coming from me to you, just you know, everybody be kind to each. That's all I ask. See you later. Bye.